slightly jarring. It's not even, I don't know, like, he's still talking about the same thing as he was before. Not even lying though, he is. Names, what?
The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before? And he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base.
Sorry,
They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced.
Well, we saw the purple thing and I thought
using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing.
There's a key.
Of course. Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. And he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Exploding. I feel that. Just in a different sense. Huh. There's a key. We'll do it because there's a key. The other ones don't have keys.
Renato finally realized that Lapino was a traitor to the cause.
I don't know. It's
maybe
really not
Renato
a big
could
deal.
use that somehow.
I'm trying to fix my computer real quick. This has an exclamation mark and this is the one we want.
Renato couldn't quite put his paw on when he'd realized Lapino was working for the Empire. He'd never exactly seen Lapino sending coded messages to the palace, but he was sure. The rabbit had been on too many disastrous missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that went down to the abyss in flames. If Renato could prevent Lapino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip.
True. Yo, this is so cool. It's so different. I like it. So we'll actually get the ending of the game, like the main
How had they come to this? They'd been on so many adventures together. Lapino had talked Renato out of prison at least 4 times, and Renato had rescued Lapino from at least 2 lynch mobs. Smashing things was fun.
If we look at the main ending, we'll be pretty much set up.
But he'd always felt that the rabbit resented him. Lapino was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Oh, was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
Good question. Good question.
Ooh, sparkly, thought Renato.
I'm trying to think if he's really that bad of a traitor. A traitor. he might not be, you know. But he might be too. I really don't know.
Ravens were landing everywhere from dropships. He'd better get
Make
moving.
sure there's nothing else
If
here.
they got to Lapino first, the Rabbit would give the Empire all the intelligence he'd been stealing from the Rebellion, and they'd probably give him a medal. He'd have to be very careful about how he played Lapino. At the slightest hint of danger, the Mad Rabbit would take off like a rabbit.
Boom,
There was
boom.
still no sign of Lapino. Not a hair, not a pellet. Was he hiding in the cemetery further down the road? That didn't seem like him.
Huh. Sometimes I try breaking the breakable objects. Doesn't always like give me anything. It sucks. Cause like I want to get more, I just can't.
Nice. That could be useful.
Yo, what's up, Rasping? Easy fights.
Lapino would betray him. The core was dangerous. And Renato had a fleeting idea that the two ideas went together somehow. And then it was gone again. Ah, damn ideas. They never stuck around when you needed them.
Good, I just put off roughly.
Or I could go that way, he thought.
Yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I didn't want to do that, but I did. I did it kind of in an accident. Like always pressing square, obviously, to hit. I meant to change direction, and I didn't. But regardless if I didn't or did, it would have damaged it.
Bloody and exhausted, Renato finally reached Lapino. The Rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the Rabbit was,
Images are not
there were a few
breathable.
things
My
about
ass
him
is
that
fine.
Renato didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me
I barely ever
an
sweat.
urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The Ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the Rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky River was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
No, that's not it.
Me? A traitor? I'm
I was
hurt,
playing for 2 hours or
said
so.
Lapino.
Nice.
Why ever would you say that? We
Yeah,
found
I
your
was gonna
code
get
book,
into it at a point,
said
but I
Renato.
never really did.
They hadn't, but he hoped
Livid.
Lapino would blow his
Oh.
cover. You got me, said Lapino. And you know what? I don't regret a thing. It's always about you, isn't it? You're the pretty hero. You get the girl, you get the medal, and what do I get? Rabbit food. I thought you liked rabbit food. Go to hell, said Lapino. and he made a gesture. And 20 ravens came out of nowhere and stabbed
Ronaldo
to death.
No, I really don't.
He had tried something bold and paid the price for it.
What? You told me it really was that bad that we did that? Fuck. I thought we'd just kill him, you know? He's used that. Don't even need to say anything.
How
just kill
had
him.
they come to this? They'd been on so many adventures together. Lapino had talked Renato out of prison at least 4 times.
But no, I didn't try it out.
And Renato had rescued Lapino from at least 2 lynch mobs.
I don't know, I'm just not really into it. It's just taking me saying he won. Okay. I don't know what to say to that, Lee.
Okay.
Just gotta block
get this
him.
over with, and we can all go home. Well, not you.
All you can do.
Just me.
My social media is completely ass and complete dog shit. That's why people delete their social medias all the time. Honestly. I don't really use it anything anymore. I don't really text anybody anymore either. But can you do this? No, I really don't like.
He'd always felt that the rabbit.
I don't know. I really don't like Rocket
He
League.
was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Ooh, was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
Only because of players.
Ooh, Renato loved to improve his gear.
Fuck. No, I mean, PewDiePie meme? No, I really don't remember any PewDiePie meme. It's been way too long. Like, I watch them every so often, but I don't, like, do it anymore. Yeah, like, I watch them, yes, but depends what videos and stuff. Like, what is he doing in it, you know?
That shiny deserved to be opened.
I don't really remember. Put the chair back. No, I know that one, but that's not really a meme. That's just something he did. It doesn't make it a meme. Wait, is there a gem that's actually worth it? No. It's over here. God damn it. Game doesn't let me do it. Okay. Looks like we're going back.
Impatient.
Well, that one way is broken, so we have to use the well. Good chair, the best chair. I don't know. When we move, I gotta get something for my feet so I can just put my feet on something, but it's like anything I look, it's just nothing really good for that. My friend uses a kitchen chair for gaming. Kitchen chair really isn't the best, but office chair is pretty good. Office chairs actually has better padding and everything. Well, I wasn't able to counter. I'm pressing square right now.
Calaveras had once explained to Renato how portals worked, but
Why can't I fight?
how hard he tried to understand.
Oh, it's glitched.
Words just
I have to
flew out
die.
of his brain.
I was glitched. I was literally bugged for the longest time there. I'm like sitting here, why can't I press square? My character's gliding, he's not even running. Gaming chairs really aren't worth the money. You can get a better office chair that lasts longer. Like this chair I got like a year ago and it's yeah, but that's just not the same. Like adding on the kitchen chair doesn't do much.
Ravens were landing everywhere from dropships. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, the Rabbit would give the Empire all the intelligence he'd been stealing from the Rebellion, and they'd probably give him a medal. He'd have to be very careful about how he played Lapino. At the slightest hint of danger, the mad Rabbit would take off like a rabbit.
I mean, health, please. Never mind. I didn't even use the pillows. Yeah, there's a difference between
Bloody
that.
and exhausted, Renato finally reached Lapino. The Rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck.
That's not what I meant by
Now that he
padding.
knew what the Rabbit was,
And the
there were a
sheriff
few
won't
things
pay
about him that
dollars or
Renato didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The Ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the Rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was
We
that
already
the
know
core
what
of the
happened last
Sky
time,
River
so
was
we don't
dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it. Renato felt like a real hero, brave and smart. He told the Rabbit all about the Sky Ripper's God's Eye core. "I'll go get the core while you attack Zenobia," he told the Rabbit.
No.
"Oh, wait, I've an even better idea. I'll get the core and you attack Zenobia," said the Rabbit. "Right, yeah, that is better," agreed Renato. Perfect. The traitor would make sure the Emperor got the core. Now Renato just needed the Emperor to use the core. If he could only get something that the Emperor wanted very badly. Zenobia. He could save her and bait the Emperor at the same time.
Sounds good. Except for if he uses it,
Right.
no matter what,
Now,
the
all
world
the man
still
had to
blows
do was
up.
fight his way through Zenobia's invading troops,
Right.
sneak onto her ship and into her bedroom and kidnap her without any of her dozens of guards alerting her. Then, he would rely on her love for him to convince her how evil her father was, so she'd run away with him instead of going back to her father, who was going to blow himself up. It did sound a little risky. But Renato had a feeling it would work out somehow. It always did.
Whenever he had a feeling, it always worked out. That is not close to the truth. Like, that isn't even close. There's been so many times where he's like, this will work out, I got a feeling, and then it never did. Well, if I were to sleep, yeah, that's usually what happens to me too. Not usually, I don't know.
He wished there were more pylons he could use the hook on. They really needed to construct additional pylons.
But at least we went to work. Yeah. Arguably, it didn't take long to download, which was surprising. Well, that depends on the internet and if it was on PS5. PS5, no matter what, takes like around 20,
really
maybe even 10 minutes to download. But if you're on like PS4, regular old PS4, it takes too long, especially with shitty internet and not a wired connection. Boom. So it all depends. I splashed my face 20. So I'm not tired of them on PC. No, you were saying Rocket League didn't take too long to download. You didn't play Rocket League, though, on your PC.
It looked like they'd forgotten to turn off their flamethrower.
Talking about Rocket League. And PC really doesn't take that long to download either. Still a lot better than console, that's for sure. No matter what, it's better than console. Depending on how good the PC is too, but most likely you're on a good PC when you played it. Do, 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 do. Oh, I forgot to upload a video today. My bad. I think I did upload it like last night the same way too. But it's whatever, it's fine. I'll just do it later. Since I uploaded yesterday around this time, it should be fine.
It was time for a little exploration.
Because there's some good games for mouse and keyboard and some good for controller. It doesn't really matter what you play, like on PC, if you're using controller or not. It doesn't really matter. There's some games I'll use a PC, or keyboard, and there's some games where I'll use controller. Just depends on the game. Like for example, if we're talking about The Forest, you know, I wouldn't play with controller, only because that shit hurts your hands a lot.
Didn't your mother tell you it's rude to stare? Snapped Renato, a little smug. Renato was halfway to Zenobia's encampment when Lapino showed up. He was disheveled and distraught. They jumped us. I barely got away.
What a liar.
Oh, they got the core. Oh, it was all going according to plan, thought Renato. Now he just needed Zenobia.
Yeah, they said it's different, depends on the game.
Yes, that was even better.
The Forest, you're sitting there pressing up the entire time in game.
The Emperor would have to pursue them.
It's very annoying.
No.
I hate spending with the controller. My hands don't even sweat anymore.
Even her. That's it, he thought.
I mean, they do, but they're
even
not
Lapino.
as bad, at least.
Even though Lapino was already a traitor, it would turn him against his secret master, the Emperor. He would try to make himself Emperor. And the Emperor would have to defend himself with the core. Boom. He was a super genius. This is terrible, Renato told the rabbit. If only I had gone for the Iblis stone. But now it's lost in enemy territory. He handed Lapino a map. It gives the bearer so much power. We can only hope the Emperor never finds it. What was that? Said Lapino. I think someone's following us.
I think someone should
I
get
didn't
their
hear anything.
Xbox.
Rabbit ears. You go on ahead. I'll check it out. And with that, Lapino hopped off with the map.
In fact, he's falling for it. Oh, I was too busy fighting. I didn't really pay attention. Fighting. Yeah, I don't know.
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. She was curled up on her bed. He'd forgotten how beautiful she was, how sleek, how soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She was made of smoke, and he noticed he had a very solid blade to his throat. Did you really think you could capture me? Purred a familiar voice. I just wanted to chat, said Renato. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He needs a sacrifice. Someone who truly loves him, to make a bargain with the lost gods. That's a vicious lie. He wants to bring them back. That's crazy. Why would anyone... They could make him immortal. An eater of souls. And with that, her eyes widened. She understood. Renato told her how he had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred. How he had slept in a burnt village. At midnight, the Emperor's victims had come to him in his dreams to tell him of the hideous eldritch rituals they'd been sacrificed in. He could still see those kittens and puppies. Their wide, sad eyes,
on a different tab.
Moist noses. You can't
trying to
prove
upload
that.
the video
I've got a
for
witness
tonight.
at the observatory.
Okay, so before the observatory was actually a bad thing to go to.
He couldn't tell her, not yet,
Sort of.
why he was really here. He didn't want her to be anywhere near the fleet when her father blew himself and the Pino up. So he told her about how the Emperor's obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous horrors His Majesty had perpetrated for the sake of his own immortality. Any of this ring a bell? He said. He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you, said Renato. The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village.
One sec.
Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them. Renato was making himself dizzy.
I thought it was another comment. I was like, Bots. You don't count. I remember one of my sister friends said to me, PC isn't what you think. It's not as good as console pro PCs, but on console that guy was dumb. Yeah, whoever said that is an actual idiot. PC, no matter what, it will always be better than console. Like, not to go against like console war bullshit or anything, but PC downloads things quicker than console. You can do more on PC. You literally can do so much more. And then there's like different, like every game runs better on PC than it does on console. Consoles are trash and it takes 4 hours to download one game that's not even that long. It's dumb. Consoles are trash. Completely. He obviously never owned a PC, so you know there's that. I've actually played on PCs that were owned and everything, you know. Versus him. Probably thinks a PC is just a laptop. It's not. I mean, you have a gaming laptop, but you know what I mean. I don't really consider a gaming laptop a full-on PC either. It's just a laptop, what it is, you know. But regardless, still stand by what I said. An actual, you know, full-on PC is better no matter what. Laptop sure could be shitty, you know, but
don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic?
Nothing compared to
Why?
that.
Would you join in? No, I'd destroy his books and I'd... Oh God. Okay, you're not completely wrong. They've resurrected one of his victims. Well, look, I mean, look, it's not exactly alive, but it can talk. A true witness, she said.
Give me a minute, guys. Just trying to finish uploading. Just gotta add the tags. There we go. Okay, there we go. Add that there. Move everything over here. really hate the shitty computer. Like, I really wish it was a computer. I say computer, but it's really not a computer. I don't like considering it a computer. It's more like a Chromebook, because it literally is a Chromebook. How do I get onto that side?
Don't look down, he told himself. Don't look down.
Get stuck on that lever. Chromebook stuck? Yeah, obviously. Obviously.
Magical energy balls. Immune to the laws of gravity.
Oh, that's out there. Can't move. Close. We have 5 health. Jesus. That was close. On low games. So they can't run any games, browser games, and not even all browser games, like Stream Raiders, for example, where you just chill and you know, put a character down. I can't even run that. Like, it's sad. It's very, very sad. Look, it was destroyed again.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage. He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan?
Cisco's,
So,
I mean,
Renato
Cisco's is
explained
better
his
than some
brilliant
games,
gambit.
but
Sending Lapino to get
there's
the
definitely
Iblis
smaller
Stone,
games
become
than
super
Cisco.
powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into
know
using the core
play
against
it,
him, thus
or whatever.
blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she said, shaken. I want to help. Could he really trust her?
yes.
He'd done it.
Border Cisco.
He'd made Zenobia see how evil her father really
I don't really
was.
like
He
multiplayer
wished
games. They
she
don't
didn't
much
feel this
anyway.
urge
Not
to join
anymore.
in the rebellion. After all, he'd taken
Just
care of the
gets
Emperor,
boring.
right? Yeah, but she'd always been
Eventually.
conscientious like that. She told him she had to go somewhere first. So Renato gave her the location of the secret base, and they agreed to meet in the ruins. He had a very good feeling about this.
Man, I'm starving. Sort of. Just don't
What
feel
had
like I ate that
Zenobia
much.
gone off to do? What was more important than meeting the rebel council? Had he
Hey, what?
made a mistake, sending her to the ruins? No. He knew they could trust her. He could trust her because she never broke her word. And she could trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him. She at least didn't have to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens.
I got a bad feeling with the choice we made. I got a bad feeling about the choice we made. Like, I trust Zenobia, but like, I got a bad feeling that she's gonna die.
He thought about Hypatia. Oh, she'd been an amazing rabbit. She could talk to him about
Never
comics,
even
and
mentioned
talk to her son about
Hypatia
history and
before, I
battles, and talk to scholars about the ancient tomes hidden deep in the vaults of the Library of Ubar. Oh, Renato really missed her. He knew the known knowns, and even some of the known unknowns. But he didn't know the unknown unknowns. You dig? As he came around the bend, there was Lupino, unconscious on the side of the path. And Renata could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent. Who? Zenobia. It had to be. She never used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas. That meant she had the Iblis Stone. What would it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The council wouldn't mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it.
If it'll work. Oh!
Slippy's hit, he thought.
Slippy's hit. I was gonna go in between the bookcases, but then turned around right at the same time. Jesus. We'll be fine though. Just gotta keep on moving.
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I wanna open this chest first.
Had that door been opened before?
Yes, it has. Give me health. Or not.
Everyone in the council chamber was
Oh,
dead.
great.
Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard, drenched in blood. Why? He managed. They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now. No, you can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too. You won't kill me, he said. And I won't let you kill the Emperor.
I think she'll kill us anyway.
She raised the sword. You hate him too? He could sense the Iblis Stone, yearning for his death. But she didn't strike. If you kill him, he'll destroy you. I know you. Shut up! She shouted, her sword trembling. I won't lose you again. Not for anything. Get away from me, he said, and he was very close. I can't lose you again. And he was in reach of her sword now. I hate him! I hate you too! I love you, he said for the very first time. And then she was weeping. He was holding her. The sword had dropped from her hand. He glanced at the Iblis Stone. It was no longer the black of the void. It looked like coal. No. It glowed, like a cinder. It was crackling, burning, crumbling into ashes. "You've always loved me, haven't you?" she said. She was weak. The stone had taken so much from her. "Always," he said. She staggered as he helped her up. "Let me take you away." "Where?" "The island of Avalon. The sisters will heal you." "He'll follow us." "Then we need the Farfarer, the fastest ship in the Empire."
He'll still follow us. Maybe. I think I already read that.
The Empire had seized his ship. They'd have to take it back.
Of course it did. Is she not following us? Thought that was the whole point, is she was gonna follow us. Welcome back. Go down there if I want, but I don't need to. So I won't. Or I will, and I'm not gonna go to the other area again because that doesn't really have anything. I didn't mean to say I won't, but
there were woodcuts of amazingly beautiful vixens wearing no clothes at all. And something more useful.
Shape to fight. But he'd never fought so well. He wasn't fighting for money or loot or a cause.
True.
He was fighting for her.
I mean, it's a little
for
bit
them.
of a cause, but...
His sword danced, his feet flew, and the ravens recoiled from his ferocity.
Give me health, please. Or don't.
This was much easier than free climbing.
Do. If I press wherever. So far, so good.
There was a pleasant breeze coming through that door. Had it been closed before?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
Dead, than I'd have thought.
And there it was, his beautiful skycraft, the Farfarer. They would fare very far indeed, beyond the Empire, beyond the reach of the Empire, to the mystical island of Avalon. He didn't know exactly where it was, but he knew he could find it. And they would find peace there. Second star on the right, and straight on till morning, laughed Zenobia. And they laughed together for the first time in a long time.
He's trying to open the chest. There we go. Do, 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 do.
Getting warmed up, he thought.
Oh, man. Do, 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 do. Where's the Fair? Whatever, however you say the name. I meant to switch to the guy on my right and it kept swinging at the guy at the... Fucking hate that shit so much. Oh my god. I just gotta go back
would
up
be the
there.
perfect place for a tic-tac-toe board.
I don't know about that one, but okay. That was random. I'll read that in a minute. Oh. Oh my god, the combat sometimes. Oh my. I remember when I played on the old laptop, the game used to be lagging all the time, dude, on low graphics. I mean, if I had a PC, I wouldn't be playing Fortnite, that's for sure. Like, even when I did it, when I did play, you know, I only played because, you know, it was the best thing that was out at the moment. It was more of an addiction than anything. I couldn't run. Problem with the combat. The problem with the combat, right? We should not have lost that much health, but we got hit. And then we were in the middle of executing an enemy when the first explosion kind of, you know, exploded and I died. Or did damage. I really hate this fighting sometimes. Not the characters fighting, but more like the enemies, like, it's just the way they The way they attack you is just really stupid and annoying. The fire dudes are one of the worst. It just sucks because, like, also the combat sometimes isn't the best. Let's use this sword instead. Does more damage quicker, I think. By I got stuck twice. This is what I'm saying, like, I do too much fucking damage to myself without even, like, some of the enemies are just way too overpowered. Like, when they all just keep spawning in the one area, because it's, like, towards the end of the game, it's just, like, so dumb. There's so many damn fucking enemies right there. You can give me a boss fight with a guy that has 800 health and I'd be having more fun. And then with this kid with a, you know, like, fire damage, it's, like, the worst fucking enemy here. I really hate it. What? God damn it. Thought that was it. Dude, this man was literally gliding to attack me because I was running. He should not be able to do that. It's so dumb because they just speed up quicker when they're gliding. It's like, this shit doesn't exist. This shit is so stupid. Really hate it. Like, I like the game, I like the story. But the motherfucking fire ones do the most damage. And I have to run from it. So, like, they do even more damage while I'm running from it, because then I might be getting attacked or might be executing an enemy. You know, whatever I'm doing is a problem. I literally ran right into a guy that was dead. Or down. It's like I got attacked from 3 sides or something. Then had to, by far, run away from the guy that was gonna explode. How the hell did I run into the guy that exploded before, when I was going down to below that ship? He was already on the ground. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I didn't even hit him. So stupid. I hate this game sometimes, bro. This fucking enemy combat and the AI is just so stupid.
A very clever engineer named Elon Muskrat had got his start making floating platforms.
It's so stupid.
Not many people knew that.
I really hate it. Complete bullshit. I can't move.
But they did not go unnoticed.
Shit.
Scout ships lifted off, and the long lance of the Imperial flagship. Renato turned downwind to gain speed. The Raven ships could pursue, but they couldn't close. The Far Speaker croaked, "You return her and live! Go sacrifice yourself," yelled Renato. "Then you won't have her either." On the flagship, the Emperor was readying some arcane weapon. It couldn't be. It was
Damn it.
core. A devastating beam lanced out of the flagship. Renato zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfair out of it. Now the Raven scout ships were closing the distance, and the beam was getting closer too. Then came a blinding flash, and the air was searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak and burnt feathers and burnt flesh. But when he could hear and see again, they were alive and unhurt.
But what
and
about
they were
the...
alone in the sky. Zenobia embraced him.
Maybe it worked
They
out.
had done it.
They
Through
did.
luck
Good
and
enough.
through love, they had won the war.
I thought maybe
Avalon,
the
here we
tear in the
come,
sky was going
he
to
said
happen.
as he held her arms wide in the prow of the boat and let her feel its speed. Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together, she said. And so, after a bit of an argument, Renato and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalons. The one shrouded in mists, or the one in their hearts. But which one they went to, I'll never tell.
Pretty damn good, I must say.
He'd done it. He'd forged his own
Sure,
destiny.
right.
Well, he hadn't actually done it, but he knew what he would do. Renato smiled at the book. He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's sacrifice hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book and saved the world. Renato owed him and his mother so much. Renato lowered the mainsail and let the Farfarer shoot forward in the breeze. Second star to the right,
Right, there's-
and straight on till morning. This time, he would win.
Can't really do much about it. I don't know why he said he would win. Of course he would win. He just did. I'm sorry, that's a win in my books. Walking away like that, like, come on. Wow. Pretty good game, I must say. I really like it. I know we didn't get all the truths, and we could have, but... I don't know, you know? I really enjoyed the game, though. That was definitely a good game. That's for sure. Excuse me. I feel you though. I feel you though, Lee. Most of the time, if I actually end up liking another person, most likely they live farther from me. Not all the time, but most likely because most people up here where I live really do suck. So it just depends. So we'll see. I'm trying to figure out something. It kind of depends. I don't know. What are you up to, Lee? Hold up, guys. Give me a minute. We're gonna download another game after this. Or after we delete after stream. I kind of want to get all the truths, but I don't at the same time. Like, I can get every single truth as like a whole video, but like a lot of it is like doing the same thing over and over and just choosing a different path and then doing that same thing over and over just on that different path, and it just changes the ending. And you know, it's not the best. Like, I don't know. Okay, we're not rating him. Unfortunately, I was going to. It's just the way it is, I guess, if that makes sense. Let's think. Let's raid this guy. Once the stream loads. Anyways. Yeah. That was the end of the game. I really do enjoy this game. Like, I really did. And it was chill, you know. I recommend it, but at the same time, kind of like, I don't know. Just depends how you play through it. Yeah, it can be pretty good, though. But, you know, that's just the way it is, I guess. That's all I can really say about this game. I definitely enjoyed it, like I said, and, you know, I recommend it or whatever. But, we're gonna see what game we're on to next. You guys won't know until, you know, after I look. But, everybody have a good night. Peace out. Thanks for everybody that came by. Thanks to the hosts. You know, there was no raids, but thanks for everything, because there are hosts. But like I said, everybody have a good night. Make sure to join my Discord to get notified when I go live, which, here, let me just use this. Actually, if my computer will work, that'd be great. But like I said, everybody have a good night. Peace out. We're gonna raid this guy. And that's about it. See ya.